Alright, so you finished resting, as they say. All the three of you. Well, technically, one of you. Which one of you didn't take a dice roll at the end? I think it was Bobby, right?
Yes, I did not need it.
Yeah, so he specifically didn't get a dice roll. But yeah, you're done in this room, obviously, at this moment. And what are you going to do right now? Because you did take a rest and you did take a little bit of a beating. Are you going to move next, or are you going to essentially talk about it a little bit more? Let's see where we're going with this, shall we? I need to pull my notes again.
Do we have to go down this ladder?
Yes, I see no other way. So, all right, have fun.
Maybe we should look for another way.
I mean, if you can sprout wings from that stout frame of yours, then by all means, please show us your hidden talent. Otherwise, descend we must.
I mean, he does have a duck. You can put it on his back and just essentially like descend.
I'm going to argue that ducks will absolutely not be able to handle the weight of a full-grown dwarf.
I will
Wait,
argue
don't
otherwise.
stop them from experimenting. We won't know until they try. Please go ahead.
Of course you want to kill that duck. Of course you want to kill that duck.
What? No, that's preposterous. I just
Oh no,
It's an experiment.
I'm meta the gaming right now. Of course
Well,
you want to kill
Mendel,
that.
well, Wexley, I'm not sure what Sarah would do to you if Mendel was hurt.
I'm amazed he hasn't missed a ray of frost.
AK just looks
Mendel
at you.
knows the risks.
AK just looks at you and is like he's like rolling a knife on his hand and like also like for a second putting it in his pocket and then also reloading the gun again, right? Gun, yeah, the single shot gun, and he's reloading it again, putting it in his pocket as well, and just asks you, so did you figure out what class I am yet? What kind of fighting style I am yet?
Well,
Well,
I
you
was
have a gun.
too occupied. I was too occupied with, doing stuff to a skelly man, so I didn't really catch that.
You're no fun.
I get that a lot.
He said that with a smile. You're no fun.
You know, up to this point, I haven't seen a character, really using the Second Amendment.
Translate that to me because I don't get that word.
That's an America joke.
I don't get it.
What's America?
Yes, what's that? I don't get it.
A land far to the east of here where regulations on personal firearms are ruthlessly lax.
Yes, of course we're metagaming again. Yes, of course. But seriously though, I didn't get that. But anyway, so anybody else want to take a guess what he is? Because either way, I am going to tell it later, but not right now if you're not going to figure that out yet.
If I get it by accident, it's just gonna ruin the fun, isn't it?
I practically don't know my own. I don't know how I'm supposed to guess someone else's.
It's going to be able to very insane why it is, because it's different than what you think, because it's a special subclass for that just make it really fun. It's a subclass that's not in the main book, but it's one of the main classes.
Okay, so quick question: are we metagaming this, or can I roll intelligence?
No, you can roll intelligence.
Bitchin'. Holy shit!
That's good. You're looking at his attire. You're looking at the fact that he's flipping knives. You're looking at the fact that he just uses sometimes kind of far away arms, but still somehow weirdly enough going straight away into combat, like straight head on into combat. But you deduce he's more of like kind of a rogue kind of character, like kind of the rogue class. You of course it's kind of like metagaming in terms of like the classes, but it's like rogue. So yeah, but not any rogue, swashbuckler rogue. which is a different kind of a subclass that is mainly used for head-to-head combat. It's kind of like changing some things. It was like, you know, they lose few things, but they're more suited for head-to-head combat than the others. So that's really, really cool. And I like that that's
Okay,
a lot.
So Grognak makes the thinker pose. He strikes his beard. I think you're buckling a lot of swashes. You're a swashbuckler!
Yes, kind of. Not exactly, but yes. He said. I thought you were less fun. But
Victory for Grognak!
Good job, Grognak. Good job. Okay, so are we going to descend finally?
Alright, I'll go first down the ladder.
Who's followed up, just to know who is going to follow up in order. You can tell AK whenever you want him to be, just to let me, in order to know where you're going to place it.
Spell.
I should probably pick up my own dice. She'll be beside me if I need it.
Well, I will volunteer to go last.
You're going last, okay. So who is going to go?
No, I'm going last.
You're decided between yourselves, but I just need to know the spot. So Bobby is first, right? I'm going to take a pen and write it down because it's important. Because it's important.
Yes. I carefree just go down the ladder, as in my investigation check, I was completely fine.
And I rolled a nat 1.
Anyway, seriously though, who's first? Who's no?
Bobby's first, as I remember.
After Bobby, who's first? After
Okay,
Bobby?
let's just get AK to be second.
Okay, so we're going to put R, right? Arg, right? Next step is Wexley or Gorgnak. Sorry.
I guess I'll go third if Gorgak wants to go last.
I mean, technically,
No, you know what?
It's actually smarter for you to be third and not fourth. For some particular, if something will happen, you're less squishy. Let's just say that you're more squishy than him. So I guess that's make more sense.
Alright, then that sounds good. I'll go third.
Alright, so for some reason I decided to write Gorgnak G as a small one, but I don't know why. Okay, so we have BRWG. Okay, so you're descending the ladder. Bobby, you're starting going down, like, right? You're going to go half a meter and stuff like that. And you're seeing stuff, right? But the ladder go down, and as you more go down, you see less. Because you're a human, and you have no vision in the darkness, you don't see around you at all. Not you, and not like AKC right now a little bit more than you, because it's more high up, but you're just starting to not see nothing. So I'm just going to say it out loud right now, just before your descent. You're just starting to see absolutely nothing after like going down like a meter or so. Like you see absolutely nothing. Are you going to keep going down, or are you going to hold them for that?
No, I will just blindly continue. I won't even tell them because I know that their eyesight is better than mine.
You two see besides you. Right now, you see that there is not really caves in of sort, but like the walls beside the ladder, like the ladder is still stable in something like, you know, that's not like falling or something, but like the walls a little bit beside it is like starting in some points to be a little bit more caved in. It looks like there were supposed to be lanterns of sorts there, or some pathways. Either some of them are blocked, or like, you know, there are no light anymore because this place is left ruined. And Gorgnak, you specifically see one of these lanterns of sorts, kind of like made of an actual skull. Just going to say that, and you, Wexley, seeing that it's made an actual left hand that like hold the looks like a plate of like where you put like the lantern of sorts.
Just so we're clear, Grognak is very slowly going down the ladder with Mendel on his head.
Obviously. So, are you going to continue without lights? You two know that you have 2 humans in your party. I'm just going to say that out there. The question is what you decide about to do about that.
Well, the options here are climbing all the way back up, changing our order, and going all the way back down, or we just keep going.
Or
I'm willing to blindly climb down the ladder, and you guys be my eyes. Just tell me if something crazy happens.
I mean, there is another option, but I'm not going to reveal that because you are not smart enough to think. Not really, but the point is, there is another option. I'm just not going to reveal that to you because that's not fun.
Intelligence check?
No, but close because it's with Wexley's stuff. As intelligence. But anyway, you're going to keep descending down, okay? So, what do you consider in a check ladder climbing? I just want to make 100. I think it's acrobatics, right? More acrobatic or athletics? You think?
I think athletics makes sense.
Athletics, so roll athletics with disadvantage because you don't see anything.
You want me? Right?
Yes.
How do I roll with disadvantage?
You just roll and you pick the lowest one.
Okay.
That's an 8. Let me roll something for a second. Woof. Oh my god, you're very lucky. I rolled a 20. You're actually almost falling, like your leg step on like a rotten piece of wood, and you're starting to fall down, but somehow, some way miracle, because I rolled a nat 20, AK just sees you and catch your hand before you're just falling into the abyss below. You okay down there?
Hey.
I got you. You okay?
Thank you. At least someone has the luck of the gods, because sure it wouldn't be me.
Are we? He's like asking you two up there. Are we sure about this yet? None of you have any way to just light the way, of sort.
Did someone fall?
Yes.
I told you!
And it's like,
Come on, Grognak, it's fine. I just slipped a little bit. I didn't die. Could've, but I didn't.
you're saying that as you probably just starting to balance your way back on the ladder, I guess, because, well, you don't see, you still can feel it, so I'm going to let that slide. Haha, got you. But anyway.
Okay, question. Does Bobby have any sort of hat?
That's a question for him, not to me.
Yes, I do have that, like, rusted, like, helmet that I got off the skeleton.
Right.
Sweet, can I use my light cantrip on it?
Finally! Yes. Finally! I told you there is a third way. Finally! Yes, you can use... If he will pass it to you, you can use your light cantrip.
Well, the thing is that he's down the ladder and I'm last.
That's what I'm saying, but finally.
It's fine. Chester, could you please fetch the helmet for Grognak, please?
Chester is your owl, right?
Yeah.
Let me roll for him something real quick, just to see that he's doing... Are you kidding me? Not 20 again. Yes, he's doing it in a foul swoop. Why am I rolling for you? I'm going to make you win all of my challenges just because I roll.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, he's just grabbing he does roll a natural 20 to get to it, but you know, it's an owl, so take it a little bit of a time to go up because it's still kind of heavy for it, so makes sense. But it's get it to your hand, to you.
Okay, So how do I do light again?
Just cast this cantrip light. Just press on the light in your cantrips. Light. You touch one object that is no larger than 10 feet. This one. Unless this helm somehow is 10 feet long. Until the spell ends, the object shed a bright light in 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. The light can be colored as you like, completely covering... Okay, so what's the color?
Pink.
Pink, okay. The
Hell
problem
yeah.
is
Excellent
right now
choice.
is, right? Like, the problem is, actually, moving it down is not the problem, but the problem is, are you going to put it on your head? Where are you going to put it in a way that's like you don't use your both hands, because otherwise you're going to fall down the ladder, and if you're using only one hand, it's going to be a lot more slow.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say
I'll
that.
put it right on my head.
Okay. Put it right on your hand and take one bludgeoning damage as like some of the leftover leeches kind of like bite you for a second, and then you just take them off.
All right, that's fine with me. I'm good.
And I'm not trying to be petty. That's kind of was a helmet that was supposed to have something on it.
That's honestly fair game. Going to be.
If I'm doing stuff for you, don't worry. I'm not trying to be petty. Anyway, you're descending down. Now that you can see, your warrior head shining pink. Makes a lot of sense. You're taking your time down the ladder, and you're starting, like, you don't see the bottom yet, but after like a half, not a half, but for you, it's like 9 feet? Yeah, something around like, because I'm trying to convert it in my head for like meters, because my head thinks in meters. So after like 10 feet, right, you're starting to see the bottom, because this is a long ladder, and you are, because of your helm, I'm going to skip that, you are able to essentially see enough to notice when you step on something bad, because you can just step on it, feel it, and then just go down, rather than just like it was before, where you kind of like just don't see what you're doing. So you're able to do that, all of you getting down to the last parts of the ladder, as the cave is starting to be a little bit more wide, as they say. Like, the sides starting to be a little bit more wide, and you're going to get down right into... Just give me a second, and we're going to go down here. Right, and I need to do this. Just reveal areas. There we go. This is where you're at right now. As you all follow down, and I'm going to put you in order. Just it doesn't really matter for the moment, but let's just say it's like that. 2, 3, 4. Right? Come on, reveal the area.
Seems fine.
Reveal the area. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, that makes sense. 3, 4. Okay.
So while we're waiting for it, I'll metagame a bit. I wanted the color. I was debating in my head the color. Should it be pink or magenta?
It doesn't matter. It's already pink.
Yes.
Hell yeah. I love repping my pink helmet.
How much time
Got
does
clapped.
it last? It lasts for an hour, so the helm
An hour.
still shines. Still shines in bright color pink.
Honestly, not a lot of adventurers
Memory
go
of
for
the
pink.
colors.
It's a very striking color. I love it.
Yes.
Real
I like
men
it
wear
also.
pink.
Very manly color. Anyway, so you're down. As I said, it's starting to cave in. I want all of you. You still have disadvantage, unfortunately, Wexley. But any of you who want to are allowed to roll. What is a good roll for a smell? Give me a second to think about it.
Smelling check.
There's no smelling check, but it's like, it's not really perception. It's not investigation. I guess it's perception because it's the closest thing, and it's not really maybe survival. Roll for me survival. No, nature. No, wait.
Oh,
It's
I
fine.
already rolled
Doesn't matter.
survival.
Not one. Your
Nature.
nose is stuffed with the lich's smell still, so you don't smell anything but like the rotten corpses. You on the other Gorgnak are starting to smell something very, very nice, and it's a smell of water, but not any water. It kind of like smells almost like kind of a sea water of sort.
Smells like an ingredient for ale.
I'm not sure how that works, but okay. Alright, so...
Salty water, for those who don't know.
Oh, like, AK looks at you as like, oh, okay, I don't really works at ale, so I'm not really 100% sure what you're talking about. Okay, sure.
So we need to get to a bar with you.
I mean, it's not the first time that I drank at the bar, but it's like, I don't...
You didn't drink with me.
I never drank ale and thought it's like from waters from the ocean, but okay.
Gives it a kind of a it's a weird kick when you get salt water in there. It's odd.
Anyway, you're smelling.
It has a fishy aftertaste.
You're smelling salty water. I will rephrase that. It's not exactly seawater, but you do smell salty water. You smell that like salty water. You know there's a smell of salt water. It's like it's kind of like hard for him because AK kind of like tell you it's like how is that possible? A sea is not really in here. We're in a mountain, so maybe just like water that got salty, I guess.
And then I'm stuck with the blissful smell of leeches.
And that's also fine. You do you, man. You do what is good for you.
No, not my favorite scent of candle, but it's not the worst either.
Oh, do noseworm.
Anyway.
Bobby, don't move. I tried to take the leeches out of him.
Okay, roll for me, sleight of hand, because that makes the most sense to me. Ooh, you do take them out very, 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 very taking a lot of time, and you also knock the helm out of his head, also bumping it into his head multiple times until you decide to take it out, and you also get bitten for 2 damage this time, until you're taking them all off. So, yeah, you take them all off. It still smells, but yeah, it still smells. But they're off now.
You're welcome.
Ouchies. Anyway, so are we going to be stuck here all day, or are we going to go now?
Yeah, I'm willing to move.
Good. So let's start revealing a little bit, right? So you can start seeing... I'm going to reveal like that, so you can start moving your characters. Then tell me which sides you decide to go to.
Oh, we cannot move our characters.
Are you sure about
I think.
that? I mean, if that's the issue right now, I think it's because I kind of...
Yeah, I cannot move my token.
I think it's because I forgot to give it the access for you, so give me a second. I think that's the reason. I'm sorry. I forgot to do that. I thought I fixed that because I genuinely forgot, so just
It happens.
That's mine and yours. I don't need to give control of my character to myself because I can obviously move it. But yeah, so now can you move it?
Let me check. Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Good, so I forgot to do that. I should probably... I thought like by default, because I did it for the default tokens, that it's also going to copy paste it like this here. But apparently I was wrong, so next time I will try every single time to give the tokens stuff. So everybody is welcome to move their tokens. Tokens? Yes, I'm speaking correctly. Tokens. Good. So
You can move your
let's-
tokens.
I'm here to drink your blood. Bleh.
So do we have up and down to go?
You have technically yes. It's looks to you like you thought it will be here, like you know, to your left-ish, from like at least in the map. You thought it will be a way here, but you found a wall. So you have the options to go up and down for the moment. Yes. I'm here.
All right.
For blood. Anyway.
Anything standing out between the paths?
Why are you doing? Anyway. No, not really. Whoop.
Okay. I'll just go up then.
Up then. Okay.
Well, you're leading the party now.
Yep. You shouldn't have been like a wimp on the stairs.
We're
You would have got to lead.
the structure, right? We're keeping the structure on the ladder, or we're going to change it a little bit.
Looks like things are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And sorry for everybody that it looks like we're touching walls. It just the proportions of the map sometimes are weird. Anyway, you can continue. Nothing really strikes you at the moment.
Well, it's like we're in a Bethesda game. We're clipping through walls.
Yes, apparently you do. Where are you going to go from now?
Let's keep this kind of upward momentum.
Just point me. Okay, so this direction. Look what you find here.
Hey, it's good old fire.
Yes. And it's not glowing weird like actually no, it's glowing in the red. It's not like you know turned off and like it's not look like it's interactable. It looks like it's glow like up in the room. It's not really looks like anything else. Ugh. Sorry. So are you going to go to the symbol?
Yes, I'll go to the symbol.
And
Neat.
so what are we going to do here?
Well, do we have another torch that we can use to try and light this one up?
Oh no, this one is lit up. Just like the one up.
Oh, it is? Okay.
So it's like it looks like it's lit up in the same way that you actually after you lit it up on top. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, so do we delight it or do we just go on?
You don't know for a second. Your choice. You decide if you're going to essentially do something here or not.
Wexley, I think the symbol needs to chill.
You think so? Because we don't really know why they're lit up in the first place. We might want to just keep this in mind and come back later if we need to make a change.
Yes, I'd rather venture around.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate the pun. It was very well crafted.
I kind of didn't hear it because
Thank
I
you.
read my note. I hate it when I'm missing stuff. Anyway, I read my note to see what it is exactly, even though I know what it is. I'm just going to be a little bit of a jerk about that. But I just want to remind myself exactly because it's sometimes necessary because you don't remember everything. Anyway, you're going to see this now. This path for you now is open. My child. For some reason, like, the cave is very quiet. Like, it's not like... It feels like real quiet. Like, disturbingly quiet. In a way.
Grogdak scream.
Nah. I can try singing if you want to.
Oh. We have found a thing.
I put you on exactly on myself, by mistake. Anyway, you found a thing, and let me zoom on that thing for a second. You can zoom in on it yourself. But this thing, and I should have zoomed it correctly, as probably some of you can see. Can you guess what it is? Because I'm hoping it looks like okay, because I'm not 100% sure. What does it looks like to you?
Not a
See,
giant rock.
get close.
Because I feel like I put a very, very bad texture for that, but
It just looks like a blue thing with a vignette filter on it.
yeah, I think
Yep.
it's a bad water. It's supposed to be water. It's supposed to be a lake of water.
Okay.
It's a small pond of water with like it looks like it's kind of like a pond of water. It's like with a hole that's like leading downward somewhere. You don't really see, but you do see it's like kind of like leading down somewhere.
So, is swimming a possibility?
I mean, you can try. Also, I'm still keeping revealing areas as I shouldn't yet.
Would that be like a roll of like athletics or something?
Is there a swim check or there isn't one in 5e?
I think athletics is folded around on that.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm not 100% sure because they're not supposed to be a swim check, which is weird to me.
Alright, so
You can try.
I guess I'll just do athletics.
15. Well, you're taking a deep breath, right? And you do merge down into the water. You go inside, and honestly, it's murky water. Like even with your shine helmet, which still shine on your head. Yes, I didn't forget. You see a little bit better, but like it's not really that visible. It looks like more of a cavern of sort because you're like. It's like it looks good enough for like a passageways that is underwater. So you're going a little bit downwards, right? And you're seeing that you can get to the other path, but like you're just kind of like run out of air because it's like 2 minutes long or sort. And I'm like giving you the benefit of the doubt. It's like you have a lot of lungs air. It's like it looks like it's going to take a while. It's not like going to look easy for that one. You're just going back, or are you going to stay and die in the water?
Not fond of the dying thing, so I think I'll reemerge.
I mean, of course you could try. You're going to say that, like, try again, and I'm not going to, like, take it out from you, but I'm saying that right now. It looks to you, from the way it looks, like it's going to keep going, and without a way to just pass it, it might going to take a while. Or you need to find a way to go out of this.
You want me to athletics check again?
I mean, you're going out of the water. You want to try again?
You know what? Let's go again.
Okay.
Hopefully nat 20. No.
You're doing less good this time. You're doing almost the same, but like you were just like because it was such an intense thing with all the pressure and stuff. You were like kind of like you run out of air faster and just like you're going back up, and it's like everybody just looks at you and it's like, so.
Alright, guys. I'm just going to tell you this. I have like the highest athletics thing, and I'm still not going to be able to do it. Like I'm going to be rolling forever. You just have to find another way.
I'm sure we'll find something in this godforsaken cave that'll help us get past this.
I mean,
Of course, we have to find another way. Do you think Mendel would go through this?
that could work. That could work. That's something I thought.
Mendel, my friend.
The deck looks at you and just like.
Of course, Mendel will not go and dive for God knows how long.
I mean, the problem is.
All right.
No, the problem is like that's what AKs tell you. Is like the problem is how the heck would we know what he's saying when he's back, unless of course you have some kind of a charm to talk with him, as well as like how the heck we're going to know what he's seeing. That's my problem. It's not like a familiars of yours right? Because he looks at you as like Wex is like saying, I know a little bit about wizards and mages. Like yours is an owl. This is a duck, and it's not. You're a cleric, right, Gorgnax? So
Also,
it's not your familiar. So that's a
I don't think ducks are actually very good underwater swimmers. I think humans are actually better underwater swimmers than ducks, so.
AK looks
Well,
at
Ashton Kutcher, Mendel is not my familiar. He's my friend.
It's not the problem with that. I'm just talking about the fact that it's like familiars have advantages that you can look through their eyes. That's what I'm trying to say. It could still be your friend even if it's your familiar. Just I'm saying that they have some advantages because of spell things, right? Is looking at you, Wexley.
No, I believe we all know. I think we're trying to make light of the situation. Let's go see if we can find another path and see if it'll create a new exit for us.
Are you sure you don't want to drown your owl?
Chester does not like getting his feathers wet, and I will not force him into that indignity.
I mean, we found fire, and if this room is anything, or should I say this cave is anything like the one up front, maybe there is like a riddle with it? I don't know.
Well, Wexley, if you're still up for making that thing chill...
Again? You're going to throw me under... I'm going to throw myself on you?
Wait,
We
hold
might
up.
as well give it a shot. I don't see...
I'm going back.
What are you going to do?
So, I'm going to use my helmet and pool some water into it.
Okay, so you fill it with water as much as you can without it, like, you know, starting to drip down, yeah. Even though it's kind of like a broke helmet, you were able to take a little bit of it. Okay.
And then I'll go follow back. So do you want me to try and deactivate this fire thing?
Yeah, give it a splash.
So yeah, I'll use the water in my helmet and just splash the talisman, whatever you call it.
It turns into steam.
I think we need something colder.
Well, you know, I tried to big brain, but I'm only monkey brain.
It's appreciated.
Any of you for big braining this. I'm just like, maybe. That's the fun of
All right, then I'll ready my staff and I'll blast it with a Ray of Frost.
Okay, Ray of Frost is a cantrip, so it's not really a problem. I'm not going to roll damage for it because there's really no point. You blast it with a Ray of Frost, and it's... I mean, it sticks on there, right? But it smelts after a few seconds, and it doesn't really look like it's doing anything at the moment.
Ah, well then.
Alright, we need to pull it together, all of our energy, guys.
Who told you that this is the only place that we need to be? Like, we're still in a big cave, right?
We're just checking and look at what you put in front of us. It's all good.
No, I'm talking
Power
AK,
friendship.
AK saying that. I'm not saying that, like, I'm saying that not in a DM. I'm saying it because it's his character to say that. It's like, doesn't this cave also go other places?
Come on, guys. Power of friendship. We have to build our spirits together for Golden Nova. And
Golden Nova.
make that Ray of Frost more powerful.
Great. So you're holding hands now and you're in metagame even more. Great.
No, we're not holding hands. We're going our hands into the air.
Oh god. AK, just take a pistol.
We're making again,
to shoot
Dalma.
at it again, and it does nothing. This thing made me waste one good bullet.
Alright,
but it was a well-placed bullet with a good experiment.
Alright, life is lied to me. Friendship does not fix things. I think we should just leave.
I mean, you will be surprised on both sides, but yeah. Friends and family are not fun. No, they're not. Not all the time. Especially mine.
Power of friendship. It
Oh,
just
don't
doesn't work
get
how they
me
advertised.
started on that.
He said
Um,
like when we'll get into my town and you're going to find we're probably going to meet my family maybe. He says like AK says like they're fun but not fun at the same time. Trust me.
All right.
Okay, you're going upwards here. Reveal areas. Reveal areas. Ooh, fun! I forgot about this one. You find a skelly man. You find a skelly man.
more
Oh.
skellimans.
But not any kind of skelly man, kind of more of a lizard skelly man.
Well, I guess we're rolling our whatever it's called.
Yes, initiative. Anyway, how are we going to position this? Are you going to a little bit more in it, or are you going to stand here? Because otherwise, you're the only one that's seeing it at the moment. Maybe AK a little bit if you're shouting a warning.
I'll shout a warning. Also, it blocks the way for others being hit, so you know.
Makes sense. Just give me a second to open up the monster's stats. So, yeah. Ooh, wow, that's bad.
So my initiative's horrible. All right, so it's attacking first.
Just give me a second to open up the stats. Okay. So obviously, as we're going to... Oh, wait. Nova, are you here?
I'm here.
For some reason, it shows me all of a sudden that, like, your stuff is, like,
Yeah, it said it was his was refreshing.
Yeah, it shows it like
Oh.
it's refreshing. I just want to make sure that it's okay. Okay, so we have you at 4, right? We have AK at... That's pretty low, actually. AK will be at... I believe that will be at 12. The rest 14 overall, and you specifically, Gorgonak, like I said, you need to roll your d20 plus your dexterity because for some reason yours shows weird. I don't know why, but yours shows just really weird every time. And I tried to fix it for a very long time, but unfortunately it doesn't work. So yeah. So we have 14. Gorgonak, are you here with us? 12. Okay. So
There we go.
what is your dex again? Yours is +2, right?
I've already added that to the roll. It's a rolling
No,
d20
I'm
plus
just
2.
asking for like your dexterity overall because his dexterity is
Yeah, plus
plus 4,
2.
so he's tied to first. So like in terms of like in terms of dex wise, those have a higher dex going first. As of course you have the same dex, and then like you can decide between yourselves or roll again. And then monster is going to go. Yes, it's going to go first. Fun for you and fun for me. So, first things that happens, it's noticed you. It doesn't really looks like it was sleeping or anything because it's a skeleton. It's just all of a sudden it's like this amalgamation of a creature like rise up from its bones kind of thing. It's like you see the bones kind of like falling from it from some points, and it's not exactly like the skeletons before, but there are some liches on it, but it doesn't really looks like it's like nice at them. It looks a little bit more severe. So it just comes your way a little bit, and I want you to roll for me a dexterity save.
All right.
I also need to roll another dexterity save. Woof. That will be enough, as you're taking right into your face a leech breath of a lizard skeleton. You just like yeet on you or whatever it calls, like puke on you, just a leech breath, kind of like a mini Drake leech breath. As like they all flies your way, kind of like passing you, it's like hitting your armor a little bit and like getting a little bit in your clothes. You're taking 8 points of damage.
Yikes.
And then it's trying to come your close your way and swing, and it misses.
Okay, good, because I was
Wexley, it's your turn.
Alrighty. It's up there, and that looks like someone that needs to get hit with the Ray of Frost.
Yes. Yes, it does. Are
Mm,
you
the-
going to use double Ray of Frost just to confirm, or normal Ray of Frost?
Just regular Ray of Frost.
Okay. Just to make sure you all use your abilities. That's what I want to make sure. Because I gave you them for a reason.
Oh, just a good old 10.
Ooh, good old 10. That will unfortunately miss. Is there anything else that you can do, or it's over for you?
I'm just gonna walk back around the corner then and be like, well, that was unfortunate.
That was very unfortunate. Also, I need to jump right in this message later. Anyway. So now it's the end of your turn. Now it's, because of ties to first, it's AK's turn. And let's see what he does. So AK is not going to essentially like do something because he's not able to get right in front of you, because right now you're standing right on it, which is a little bit of a problem in terms of proportions, because he's blocking the way. AK is trying to like move you aside and take a shot. And he's missing. His first shot misses. But he's going to use
hopefully he's not missing right into my skull.
No, he's not missing into you. It's like missing into. It's like, give me just the shot. It's like he's trying to. It's like, yeah, but we can. It's like you kind of like struggle with each other. It's like you just miss and hit the wall. So it's like, you know, that kind of a thing that he's trying to take the shot, but it's not able to. However, he is going to use his bonus action to load his gun again. I always say rifle. I don't know why. And then he's just going to, well, see you boys, and he's just here. And he's going to take a stab. You just look at him, and it's like he's vanishing in darkness. Like his entire body is like, his cloak kind of like darkens, the light blue darkens, and it's like it's cover him in kind of like a whirlpool, and he's just like kind of like appears here. Kind of like the Death Eaters in Harry Potter in a way, just to like give you a little bit of a visual understanding how that works. It's kind of like that, and it just appears here. And then he's going to take a stab. And this time he's going to hit for 1d4, right? Because daggers is 1d4, if I remember correctly. 1d4. Just give me a second to see that if that is the case. Yes, it is. Cool. So he's going to hit for 5 damage overall on that thing. Not a whole lot, unfortunately. But yeah, that's his turn. Now is Gorgnek's turn.
Okay. Is the dagger embedded in the skeleton, or did AK just stab him and got the dagger from
Yeah,
with
he's
him?
kind of stabbed him. He's learned that maybe if you're going to do something, he is going to lose daggers, so he's not going to do it. He kind of like stabbed him and took it out, kind of like tuck and just took it.
Okay. Because he's probably right.
Are you going to do use
So, how
dead
did-
again?
Of course.
I guessed correctly. So click on the spell and let's see how that goes. Also, if it's a level
Okay,
1
so
spell...
it's a cantrip, so
Right, so
I'll
I'm just-
cast it at level 1.
Wait, cantrips you cannot cast as a level 1. Cantrips just get better later down the line. You could cast a cantrip that, or should I say a spell that doesn't cause an action, like a healing word, and then cast a cantrip on top of that counts as an action. So it's like a bonus action and an action. You can do that. But it's up to you, of course.
Well, Well, it makes me want to give the cantrip a level, so...
I mean, just pull Toll of the Dead for me so I can see what it does again. Just press on it. Toll of the Dead. So it is a cantrip, right? It's in the cantrip section.
That's where it is, yes.
Okay, so you point at a creature, wisdom saving throw, so let's roll for this. He's very dumb. And he's very dumb, so you can roll 1d10, 12 necrotic damage. So he rolls a 2, and he has a -1. He's very dumb. He's a skelly man. Or skelly lizard, to be honest. That's max damage. That's good. That's very good. Wow, you're going to make a quick work out of him. Anyway, the point is...
Big chunk.
You could use your bonus action if you want to heal. Like, I'm not saying like right now, but like if you want to heal right now with your big spells that are counted as a bonus action, you could. If you have a big spell or even a cantrip that counts as a bonus action, with it you can cast a spell that is counted as an action. It's like you can only cast one of one rank or higher, or should I say level or higher. Of course, depending of course on your class and how that improves. But if it's counted as like a bonus action, and the other spell that you want to try to do is like counts as a bonus action, and this one counts as an action, you can cast them together or do something. It's up to you. You need
No,
to
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm just going to clarify these for spellcasters mostly. So yeah, that's done with your turn. As you just cast your spells at this thing,
Yeah.
it's like it's covered in kind of like a, I would say blackish.
I look at AK. I look at AK. You took your dagger out, right?
Yes. He yells back.
Good.
Okay, so now it's our good Bobby's boy turn.
Alright, I'll start it off using Second Wind.
Second win already? How much health did I take from you that you're using second win already?
So I've taken 1, 1, and 8.
Oh, okay. So roll your second win.
And that plus 2. So I heal 8.
That's such a good
Heck
ability.
yeah.
That's such a
So
good
now I've
ability.
only... I pretty much healed all the damage I took from
Yes.
that hit from him.
Yes.
Alright, now I get to attack. I'm going to not use my action surge. Wait, hold up. Is that once... okay, I have to shorten a long rest. No, I'm saving that.
You use action surge already, or you didn't?
No, I haven't. But it's a shorter long rest, so I'm just going to save it.
Wait, action surge is also a short rest? I thought it was only a long rest, but whatever. I kind of maybe just misread this one. Regardless, anyway, action surge. You're not going to use it right now. Okay, makes sense to me.
Alright. And I'll use my longsword.
Cool. Longsword plus... Ooh, that's going to be a miss. So your sword misses, but it's starting to be charged with power as you miss it. And you're going to get +1 to your counter, which I need to find it to essentially update that up. Which was on... When did I post that?
I've already used all the figs, so it's at 0.
Yeah,
and
I know, but
now
I'm
I
trying
gained
to
1.
Define the message. Unless, of course, you want me to write a new one. It doesn't really matter, but I just think, like, if it's pinned already, I'm just not going to write a new one. Because I'm lazy like that. Anyway, it's at the +1 at the moment.
Okay.
So, is there anything else that you can do?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we're done with your turn. And now we're back into the monster's turn, I think, right?
Yep.
So, basically what he's going to do is... it's now an interesting position. He's going to whip his tail at AK first. And god damn it, I'm rolling Let me roll severity, because you rolled a nat 1. That's not a terrible severity. So essentially, whips his tail. AK just able to dodge it 100%. However, his tail hit the wall, and it breaks into multiple pieces, just splashing everything out there. So it's lost its tail, and it's kind of like losing a little bit of balance as it seems. But the problem is the tail splashing leeches all around. It's like flying all around, even until Gorgnak's place. Wexley is kind of like safe zone a little bit, or like he sees the leeches flying, but it's like they're flying. So I need all of you to roll for me, except for Wexley, as dex saving throw. You don't take any damage, and you're able to dodge all of them.
I can just imagine Wexley just seeing a bunch of a leech splatter right in front of him.
Kind of like,
Oh my.
Sight.
Okay.
I mean, the reason why you're not going to take full damage because of the reasons that you're not in full front, but you are going to take a little bit of damage. And I'm going to use the smaller die for this one, so you're going to take 6 damage for yourself, as the leeches take parts on your body and you need also to take them down. AK taking... my god, 10 damage. My god. Poor guy. This is why I hate caves! He yells.
And then there's me Fortnite dancing after I finally got a good roll.
Don't you dare.
AK, you and me both.
Anyway.
Loss on him.
Anyway, after that miserable pain and fail, even though it doesn't really feel it, he's deciding to essentially take a bite at the one guy that's standing in front of him.
Hey, that's
And
me.
once again, it's misses for some reason. I rolled a 3, so yeah.
Default dance intensifies.
I hate you so much. That will be his turn. It's done. Now it's the turn of our arrogant little wizard.
I think it's time for another Ray of Frost.
Yeah, I guess. Roll it again. That will be a hit.
Heck yeah. Sweet. 2 damage.
Okay, I just checked a little bit above to see that you actually added the +5 because I thought you didn't, but you did. Anyway, 2 damage. You conjure the spell in your hand. You're creating a big ball of frost. But the dancing of Bobby just make you lose a little bit of concentration as you're laughing, and you're just like releasing the ball, and you're just hitting a little bit of the skelly lizard head. But not enough to essentially do anything so significant, unfortunately.
Oh no, this is very fortunate. This is what adventuring is all about.
Alright, I'm going to learn to stop flossing and concentrate.
Anyway, anything else you can do for your turn, or you're done with it?
I'm all done.
You're just an ice barrier Ray of Frost deck, aren't you?
I will stun lock all of my opponents.
Yes.
Ineffectually.
Ineffectually. And this one you're going to lock with tribute summoning. Anyway. Now it's once again the A and K turn. He's going to essentially take a rifle and take this lizard for a ride because he's trying to climb on it. Because he's pissed. So he's able to. You're seeing him like jumping on his back and actually like finding a spot of holding. And then you're just like taking a rifle and just trying to shoot it, or should I say gun, trying to shoot it point blank. And that will be a hit. Dear God, that's a lot of damage. Dear God, that's max damage. My God. My
End this
flipping
skelly
God.
lizard's career.
My God. That's an 8.
There was once a skelly man.
You
on
know,
my team.
usually point blank in the head is maximum damage in real life.
I'm talking about... Never mind, you're destroying the fun. Again. So that will be how much damage? That will be a 10 plus a 6 plus a 6 plus another 6 because he's a rogue. So it's like... How much is that? 28. Dear God. So that's 28 points of damage as is like he's just taking that thing down. He's actually taking it down and I didn't mean to.
Oh man, ending his career out here.
It's like he's shooting it in it point blank in the face and you're just like by your dancing he is able to miss you, but like you see like the entire head just explode. It was like not explode, but you know what I mean? It's like boom to the head kind of like feeling. Like crunching all the bones in the way of the shot.
Some fruit gusher level stuff right there.
And that's
Like-
flipping that, he said when he's pissed.
Man, that felt like watching a Sniper Elite cutscene.
Yes. He's looking at you as like kind of like halfly confused but also not. It's like I don't know what that
What's the
is.
cutscene?
Yes, I don't know what that is. He's saying with a smile, I don't know what that is. Anyway. So, the skelly thing is dead. Not supposed to be the most exciting fight, but it still was a fight, and it was fun for me. I hope it was for you. I think it's time to take a stop, right? Or it's
Yes,
still okay?
it's just like an hour right now.
Really?
Yep, almost perfectly.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it will be 55 minutes after Cats, just like the last one. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, we're going to take a break here, and then we're going to continue to the third part. Maybe we'll do even a fourth. We'll see. But anyway, third part will be pretty soon for you all next week. For now, we're going to take a break.